So yeah, the next question is, what are the trends in AI for medicine?
Very good. So I actually looked in this area, and Amit is aware of it. I organized a couple of coffee chats around this over a period of time, and in terms of applying AI for medicine. So give me a second. Let me share something with you guys. Let me to pull something here. So, this is I was working on this for some of my own coffee chats and stuff like that. And here are some interesting areas you all can look in healthcare where AI can be used over a period of time. You know, green, yellow, red. This is more from the perspective of startups, but it applies to all of them. There are areas of healthcare where workflow and operations management, a lot of AI can be leveraged. Uh, Healthcare IT is a 1.2 trillion dollar industry, so it's ripe for innovation. Intelligent mobile patient tracking. I mean, some of this has been influenced by your things like coronavirus. Telemedicine is a very big area where AI has a lot of uses that you can basically think about. This is more complicated, which is disease prediction using multi-signal analysis. And that is, somebody may not have corona or any of these diseases. If you look at uh, if you look at one or two characteristics in a person, but when you look at a person from multiple different angles, you might actually predict diseases much more quicker. Companies have been built around it, like Livongo, which monitor people through cloud on a continuous basis. AI-driven remote home-based patient monitoring is another area where remote patient care is where AI can be leveraged and used a lot. Um, Cloud-based healthcare AI PaaS solution. I'm not going to get into it, or MLOps. Then there are certain areas which I have marked as red, not because they're not good areas, because they're overfunded and overcrowded. Drug discovery. I mean, every damn pharma company is doing it. There's a huge application of AI. It's already successfully being done. Intelligent personalized medicine prescription is a little bit of a dicey area, so I'll skip. AI-driven medical imaging for clinical decision-making assistance. This is a huge area where radiologists can basically leverage AI, especially by training their models on huge amount of AI images from the past. Epidemiological forecasting. This is a little bit of a tricky thing. For example, if the healthcare systems of the world were integrated, when coronavirus started initially in China and kind of started spreading, we could have basically figured it out much sooner, and kind of figure out, take steps. Data anonymization in AI is in the field in itself for blockchain monitoring, post-operation remote care, maternal care. But I would say some of the key areas from this page is AI for medical imaging. If you're thinking of new areas to look into or new companies to build, I will encourage you to think about AI-driven medical imaging, AI-driven healthcare flow management. Telemedicine is a very interesting area. And then, of course, disease predictions, remote monitoring, or taking care of patients. Some of these areas are very hot right now in terms of where people can go. So there's a lot of information, but happy to answer any specific questions you all may have.
I think that was really good. I think there are also many kids who are looking for things like science fair projects, and medicine is a huge area that they like to work.
Absolutely. And I would encourage all of you to think. I'll give you a problem to solve. Think creatively. During coronavirus, one of the key challenges was for us to actually go to doctors, right? Medical hospitals did not want to take you, or the medical centers would be like, hey, if you're not corona patient, can you wait? Stuff like that. In developing countries, still a problem. Non-corona patients are being turned away. So think, uh, what can be done to improve the whole area of telemedicine as much as you can think. And how would you think? How should you think? Well, think about what happens when you actually go to the doctor. Think about that whole flow. You go there, you register, nurse checks your blood pressure, whatever. Then you go to the doctor, you have that human touch, you feel. Then you go and take a medicine, you come back, right? How can we do it most closely at home? What are the challenges, right? Challenges, somebody cannot touch you and you with a stethoscope, right? How can you simulate it? Think from that perspective. And you do not have to solve the whole telemedicine problem. If you figure out what are the 5 or 10 problems, pick any one or two of them which can enhance the telemedicine experience. I mean, as a kid also, I can tell you, you're creating 100, 200, $500 million company in a way. And that's how you should think.